If you are a salvaging nut, if you enjoy the cutting up of ships, the munching of metals, the volatility of vacuum, I don't have any other catchphrases. Hardspace Shipbreaker is a really cool game. A surprisingly effective salvaging game that takes place in space where you cut apart spaceships. You take into account the hazards involved in that. You pick your own strategy. It's like a puzzle game. And every spaceship is a different puzzle. And you got to figure out how to dismantle it and make enough money to keep going so that the company you work for doesn't continue to recycle your body and keep you a slave to their debt. Big announcement for Hardspace Shipbreaker happened last week. Blakcbird Interactive actually acquired the full ownership of the game. So they are now self-published. And it sounds like that means they're going to start to expand the franchise a little bit more, outside of just salvaging games. They said, today we're revealing that Blakcbird Interactive reached an agreement with Focus Entertainment, our publishing partner, to reacquire full ownership of the Hardspace Shipbreaker intellectual property. Really freaking, I'm happy for them, man. That's some good stuff. That's good stuff. That is like, as a game studio, I can't imagine there is much better than being able to reacquire the rights to your game and go self-published. What does this mean for the game going forward? Blakcbird Interactive fully owns and controls Hardspace Shipbreaker, and as our studio begins this exciting new chapter, Hardspace is going to become a core part of our business strategy going forward. Notice they say Hardspace. I don't know if that just means Hardspace Shipbreaker or more. They say multiple Hardspace projects are already in development, so maybe there are other like space sim games they're going to work on. I think it'd be cool if they took what they're doing with Shipbreaker and moved it towards a mining style game. And you just get a really in-depth, really crunchy space mining game with the humor and writing of Hardspace Shipbreaker. They said, we're not ready to share any specifics yet, but rest assured we have paid close attention to your feedback and are laser focused on ensuring this next generation of Hardspace extends on the original game in all the right ways. So it might just be that it's all stuff that still has to do with the original Hardspace Shipbreaker, but they are planning on extending whatever it is they've been doing. They're planning a small update to Shipbreaker to reflect BBI's full ownership over the product, mainly just with the splash screens, logos, and privacy policies, and they're going to grow the community. It's still early days, so please bear with us, but if you haven't, please sure join the Discord, as this will become the place to talk with our teams and learn more about what's next. Focused Entertainment will no longer be affiliated with Hardspace Shipbreaker, but let's not mince words. Shipbreaker wouldn't be what it is today without them. We're eternally grateful for their partnership and willingness to work with us so we could take full ownership of the IP. I hope everything was amicable and just good energies. Finally, they say that you can actually join their Pioneer program. I have done this. It will allow you to get into early playtests of their next projects, get you design behind the scenes stuff, opportunities to help shape the next generation of games, participate in contests, and more. I don't know where this is going to go. This is a relatively light announcement. Obviously, they're keeping things pretty close to the chest, but this is a great game. I think anybody who loves salvage in space, especially if you like Star Citizen salvage and you want to see something that's a little more in-depth, Hardspace Shipbreaker is the best way I've seen to do it so far. I think I might have, let's see, Space Tomato, Hardspace Shipbreaker. I might have some footage playing this. This is our own stream. Man, this is way back in the day. I don't even know where I'm sitting here. Where am I? This is the problem with having moved around so much. When was this? April 2022. I genuinely don't know where I was for this, but you can see the gameplay in the background. It's a lot about breaking specific parts of spaceships in half, or in not half, it could be in quarters, whatever you want. Tractor beaming them around to the correct location and making sure to strip them of specific materials that go to other locations. It's been probably one of my favorite space-based games I've played in a long time, and it's really only focused on salvage. So if you're looking for something that is like Star Citizen, that does a lot more and allows you to do other things in the meantime, not saying that this is going to do it for you, But I think this is just another game that's really good to have in the catalog whenever you feel like just relaxing, sitting back and listening to some nice music. It's got some really solid space ambient style music, little synth wave and design. And if you played a game like Satisfactory, it has that same sort of humor of the company that you work for really doesn't care about you, and they put you on with a lot of debt, and you have to pay off that debt, and that's kind of the whole goal of the game. So it's just a little quick update. This is what I've been wanting to do. As many of you know, I started Space Games Weekly about a month ago on the main channel. Didn't work out too much. It actually kind of killed the channel. So anybody who hops in there and shares a video or two or watches a video, that helps us very much get back onto the path that we were on before. But I'm moving it over to Space Tomato 2, and this is how I want to do it. Little short blocks where we look at these games and talk a little bit more about how they work, what the fun parts of them are, why I'm interested in them. So I hope you got a little bit of information from this little update on Hardspace Shipbreaker. Thanks for checking it out.